do good to them that hate you.
It says what?
Do good to them that hate you.
Now that's a part of things. This is a part of the code of an Israelite, a Jew. You got to do good to them that hate you. You got to pray for them. When you're praying, a lot of the things that we pray for is sometimes for ourselves, which the scriptures let you know you got to pray for you first. And then after that, you can pray for others. But it also goes into your actions as well, right?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 21. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and Yahweh shall reward thee.
And what?
And Yahweh shall reward thee.
Now, that's why you always got to deal with stuff spiritually. We be thinking of our own mind, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set him up with my own hands. I'm going to make sure that he falls. But you can feed, clothe, pray for somebody, and the Most High is going to do what? Heap coals on that person's head. Because even though you're helping them, they're still going to be wicked. They're still going to be evil. And the Lord said, what he said, how can you render good for evil? He's not going to allow that. You can't render good evil for good. Somebody did you good, you're going to give them evil. You can't. Why do you think Esau is in this whole country? He rendered evil for good. All this good that we did to him, he's rendering us evil. It done heap coals on his head. And just think of all the, even though they're praying in their ignorance, but all the Israelites who actually want to be hand in hand with Esau, and they praying towards the Most High in their ignorance, so that Esau can love them. How many coals do you think is heaped on their head?
Even when you look at the Martin Luther King nonviolence movement, that pissed Esau off. It pissed Esau to the court. They didn't have a legal reason. And we didn't give them a reason to say, hey, look, these niggas out here acting crazy. And that goes to what the scripture said. You blame them. If you listen to what the scriptures say, and your enemy hates you, the scripture says love your enemy, that makes you blameless. So you don't have to worry about hot coals being heaped on your head. So at the same way, it's a double function. He said he's going to fight your battle, he's going to reward you, and you're going to walk in righteousness all at the same time. So
yeah, you got to pray for the enemy. What's that? Man, it's I forgot. I definitely forgot her name. But she was talking about she did witchcraft on Nick Cannon. I gotta remember her name. I'm gonna look her name over. But she said she did witchcraft on Nick Cannon and said that's the reason why all this stuff happened. Hold up. That's crazy. You go ahead and talk to us.
yeah, man, but even then, right, what you said, the lady said she's doing witchcraft. That shows right there that people are using prayers. People use prayers as a weapon. People use prayers as a defense. Just like David said, he said, "You are a power, a strong tower." You see what I'm saying? We delight in your praises. If I can continue on the precept, I don't know if you had anything you want to bring on that. On Matthew 5, if you skip down to 6, verse 6, it says, "Take heed that ye do not your own before men, that ye be seen of them." So our prayers and our supplications is not for nobody else but between us and our God. It's not for us to go in corners and have big prayer circles out in public like Christians do. It's not for us to make big prayer mobs and have a prayer line and see how many people can get on the phone and pray with us. It's between us and the Most High. All right? It says, "Otherwise ye have no reward from your Father which is in heaven." See what I'm saying? So Most High knows when your heart is on him. He knows that. He knows that. Okay? It says, "Therefore, when thou dost thine alms, do not sound the trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets." That's why you don't see a lot of Israelites going out. We go to the corner, we bring the word, but you don't see us going out there saying, "Hey, let's all face the east on the corner." You know? That they may have glory in men. Barely I saying to you, they have the reward. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, we can turn over to the precept on Jeremiah 29:12. You can bring that out.
think we said Jeremiah
11. 29 started 11.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I found it. Azalea Banks
Oh.
celebrates Nick Cannon loss of Wild and Out and says her voodoo caused it. Right, Azalea Banks. Let me see if I can look that up. See an article on that.
All right. This is the book of Jeremiah,
Yep.
chapter 29, verse 11.
Yeah.
For I know the thoughts that I think toward you,
The Most High says He knows what He's thinking towards you. Continue.
said Yahweh, thoughts of peace
Thoughts of peace. What else?
and not of evil,
To
to give you an expected end.
Now that verse alone should show you the character of the Most High at a paramount rate. Because during the time this was written, we were enemies of the Most High. We were enemies of the Most High half the problem because we do what? We break His commandments. We scoff at Him, we kill His prophets, and we do against what He tells us to do. But even right there, He says what? Read that again, Op.
For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil,
He's still thinking of us with peace and not of evil. Continue.
to give you an expected end.
Our expected end is the kingdom. Continue on.
Verse 12. Then shall ye call upon me.
Talk on who?
Call upon me,
That's when we need to call upon the Most High. Continue.
and ye shall go and pray unto me,
And I will do what?
and I will hearken unto you.
So right there, you see the love, the care of the Most High alone. If you pray to Him, He says He will hearken to you. He says if you seek Him, He's going to seek you. Now, finish up with that last 13.
Verse 13.
Yep.
And ye shall seek me, and find me.
Says you shall what?
Seek me, and find me.
Says when you seek Him, you're going to find Him. Continue.
When ye shall search for me with all your heart.
With all your heart. So you can't just go right back to the precept, man. You can't go out there like the Pharisees do. You can't go out there trying to pray for the glory of man, and when it's for the glory of the Most High. He says what? When you seek Him wholeheartedly, with everything within your soul, as the heart of David, He says He's going to hear you. He's going to come and help you. He's going to come and comfort you.
Yeah, just like the brother was saying, it's a side note we're about to get into, but I seen what Joel Osteen, a lady prayed, she was like, I need a prayer, Joel, I need a prayer for something. Said something about her relationship is not going good. And lo and behold, he gives her an alert, or he replies, like, you get an alert on your phone bill or something like that. That's the alert she got. Your prayer tithe or your prayer balance is too low. Please submit $30 for prayer. If you want 10 prayers a month, you must submit what was it, like $50?
It was like $59.99.
$50 and it'll be an exclusive prayer. Like, you give me an exclusive prayer now? What the hell
If
does
you
that
pay
mean?
$50, I will pray for you before everybody else. That's all it says.
I bet his prayers is due. Right. The Lord is going to bless you. And that's it. That's probably it.
Most I said you don't hear prayers in the abomination anyway. You get scammed by him anyway.
Right.
You get scammed by him anyway.
Man, Salakia, don't let him pray for you, man. That's a curse, man.
That's a curse. Yeah, that's a curse.
Yeah. Because you know he ain't keeping no commandments.
I bet you're going to throw $30 in that.
Right.
He's going to pray and her relationship going to be
Right. Yeah. Right.
Oh, Joel, I thought this was going to happen.
He's saying now, he's out saying now that he's a Native American.
Oh,
He's saying that his granddad was like Blackfoot Cherokee or something. He trying to be tribal gad.
Oh,
Old Scene is a Jewish name.
If we get through this prayer, the prayer lesson, we might have to get on the Cleveland lesson. So these heathens been really Cleveland. Right.
They've been Cleveland.
Really been Cleveland. But there's an article. About Azalea Banks from what is it? Madame Nori. What is it? Madame Nori.
Madam Nor.
Yeah, Madame Nor. Right, from Madame Nor. Azalea Banks says her voodoo is responsible for Nick Cannon's firing, by Tanae Hudson. After her awkward visit to Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, Azalea Banks has not been a fan of Nick Cannon. He recently experienced a major setback after being fired from Viacom, the home of MTW, which airs Wildin' Out. Vulture reported in her now deleted Instagram story, the 212 rapper took full credit for his recent shortcomings, saying that she has performing voodoo on him so his downfall would come. Azalea Banks' voodoo kicking in 2020, she said.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Banks teased Nick Cannon for being fired and no longer being able to work on the show he created over a decade ago. And this is her quote. "This is a good day. How the hell did you get your whole show canceled though?" She continued. "How do you get canceled from your own SHIT? And how you want to get on there talking that hotel SHIT, that anti-Semitic SHIT, that stupid BS, but you had no problem disrespecting a effing black woman on TV." Here we go.
Out of pocket, dude.
Here we go.
Out of pocket.
Right? She couldn't let it go. See, and I could tell she was upset. I seen the episode. She was upset on that episode, and there was like he was the one telling her, leave her alone. Stop. It was DC Young Fly that was really on her. But she was mad because Nick was starring the show, so she didn't want to let it go. Now she's doing voodoo, man. And that's why a lot of these celebrities, that's why the most I be talking about these celebrities, it's really hard for them to come to the truth. Because they don't put their power in the most high. They've been around stinking a lot. And like we was talking about earlier, there's little power in some of these guys, man. You know, the Egyptians, they did their works just like Moses did their works. So she's thinking, oh, I'm going to go to my witch doctor, my voodoo doctor, and I'm going to curse Nick Cannon. Lo and behold, she don't even understand what is that. Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. My son, when you come to serve me, prepare thyself for temptation. That don't mean that what little voodoo work you did was what it was. It could have been a Most High seed of Nick Cannon, had it or not, and he didn't have the cannon.
Fine. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thyself for temptation.
Prepare thyself for what?
Temptation.
He was tempted.
That's right.
They took his show from him.
Uh-huh.
He got death threats. They were saying, oh, you're anti-Semitic, and how could you do this? He was tempted, so because you talking about your voodoo, S-H-I-T, doesn't mean that was the reason why he actually got in trouble. Well, he got in trouble for it because he told the truth. Your voodoo wasn't working a year ago, so I damn sure know it was never going to work. But because he got Esau mad, he got Amalek mad, that's what it was.
Look,
Go ahead.
I want to bring out a precept.
All right, bring your precept up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 23.
Yep.
Then Christ said unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
So hold that real quick. So if Nick was following the words of the Most High like he said he was, notice I said like he said he was, he would have known that scripture right there. That he would have already had to start preparing himself to separate from money in the first place. Say something, Nick. For your brothers and sisters who love you, you should have known that was going to happen from the jump. If you was following this word, you should have been ready to put your money aside from the beginning. Right? You should have been ready to tell Viacom you wasn't on that. Okay? Let me bring the precept out real quick before you continue on. This is the book of Numbers 23, verse 23. surely there is no enchantment against Jacob. Pause right there. So if you were really walking in them laws, statutes, and commandments, no boo, you shouldn't have been worried about no, what's her name? Azalea Banks.
Azalea Banks.
Okay, neither is there any divination against Israel. You can't use your soothsayers or your psychics to find out what's going to happen in this nation. All right? And according to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have God wrought? Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be, even with Job, they didn't be like, Job, you got cursed by a demon, Job. They didn't say, Job, somebody did some enchant. They said, Job, what the hell did you do against God?
That's right.
But here's Azalea Banks thinking that her little voodoo is going to do something, but the voodoo is doo-doo because it took a year to do something. If it did something. What it really was is what God wrought. Because as soon as he came out his mouth about when white people stole our culture, he got shut down.
You see Brandon T. Johnson is wearing fringes, a Mitri. He's going to IUIC, visiting H.O.I. to the camps, and he ain't stopped yet. That man ain't said nothing. He ain't stopped. He ain't called Comedy Central to say, hey, man, can I get my endorsement? He did none of that.
No. Well, I don't want to get at Brandon because he's a good brother. I met him. I love that brother. But he ain't really as famous as Nick Cannon. Hey, he's still famous, but he ain't that famous. But the brother, still with that little fame, he was ready to lose it all. He's still ready to lose it all. But Nick was not. Give me Sirach 27 and 29. Because I got a lot of family members. I got a lot of family members that be in that, and it's stupid. It's dumb. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna curse somebody. Okay, it's like what little kids do. They get mad at you. Something bad's gonna happen to you. What? What's bad?
Sirach.
Yeah, bring it out.
This book is Sirach, chapter 27, verse 29. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare.
Shall be what?
Taken in the snare.
They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in a snare. So I'm telling you right now, Azalea Banks, because she mad. You know what it is? Eve always mad because she get G-check. Eve out of pocket. She want to talk any way she want to, and then when she get that same type of energy back, now, you ain't have no problem talking about black women. When if you wasn't, I've seen some famous people up there. If they didn't want them to get at them, they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. I see who was it? It was it was 2 Chainz on there. 2 Chainz ain't say a damn thing on there because he knew they was comedians. He knew what they about. But you know what it is? Eve had a lot of pride. There was flame of her on that damn stage, and she didn't want to let it go, so she went home in her little damn voodoo closet and made a tiki doll of Nick Cannon. Right, keep going.
Verse 30. Malice and wrath, even these are abominations.
Malice. She had a lot of malice towards Nick Cannon. And wrath. Those are abominations to the Most High, man. That's why you gotta let stuff, like certain things you gotta let go. I've seen a lot of brothers because they get angry and don't let it go. They end up like Azalea Banks, trying to curse a brother or trying to set up situations to cause a brother downfall, which gets them in trouble. When at the end of the day, they should have been like, you know what? The Most High gonna get the brother. I'm gonna let it go. And that's how it is. What are out of sight called? They birds. They birds. If Zabak was sitting home trying to curse everybody that hated him, that man you would never see him. He'll never come out. He'll be trying to curse everybody because a lot of people don't like him. We don't got time for that energy. I remember on one of my first Hebrew classes, and brother was asking me, "Oh, I know you into that Hebrew, brother, but how do you curse somebody?" I was like, "What?" all the things you didn't say. How do my prayers work? How do you curse somebody? I was like, brother, that's not really important. So I gotta know. Does it work? I was like, you want me to curse you? They said, never mind. Never mind. Because it's real wicked, man. You give them the power to do something evil, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, man. That malice and hatred, man.
If I can, you can't have malice and hatred and step to that throne or that altar in your heart. You can't do that. You can't. It cannot be there when you step before the Most High. We just read it in the precept of verse 119 that you be defiled like that. You be defiled. And right here in the book of Proverbs, precept 6:16 through 19, says there are 6 things that Yahweh hate. Yea, and 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, which he had, a lying tongue, which you had, and hands that shed blood. The Bible also says, you hate your brother on your heart, you've already committed murder. So a lot of us got blood on our hands, we got a lying tongue and a proudful look, but we want to step to the throne of God in our hearts and say, oh, Most High, hear my supplication. It don't work like that. See, 18. In a heart that devises wicked imaginations, you'll sit there and hear the word of God. You'll sit there in front of you an Israelite. You'll sit there and find you got power to tread on lions and serpents. And you'll say, well, how can I curse this brother at the job with me, man? What can I do for the Most High to give me this job? I can get this other man fired. I want to be, See what I'm saying? The Most High says he don't like that. Feelings that's feet that are swift and running to mischief. That goes on the internet. That goes in real life. That goes when you see that goes when you just walk into the store. When you quick to cause mischief. You see what I'm saying? Like we was talking about the other day. You got brothers who will see somebody doing bad behavior. They'll see somebody fall. Whether they be in another camp or not. That does not divide the law. God said that you have to love your brother and that you're not supposed to suffer wickedness with him, then you're not. Your brother will do what? They'll be quick to run to mischief. Like he said, the birds. I'll get on live about this nigga. I don't like that. I don't like Ari doing this. I'm going to whipped out. Oh, I don't like the brother Aiden got the friend zone, so I'm going to go make sure he can't get no friends. This brother don't got the fringes on his border. The fringe is supposed to be on the side of his pants. I'm saying you can't. Oh, my favorite one this year. My favorite one this year. Who gave you the authority to hold fast? Oh, wow.
Right.
God don't like that, man. And the last one says, a false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord amongst the brethren. We got a shout out from IUIC because our brother Ari said, what was the comment out? It said, for everyone who says that Israel is divided, it's all love over here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're not worried about speaking lies on our brothers.
Yaquad. That was
Yaquad. We're not worried about speaking lies on our brothers.
Right.
We're not worried about sowing discord amongst each other. We're worried about sowing each other together.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Why? So when we face that temple in our heart, we're pure, we're undefiled, and the Most High can hear our supplications.
That's it.
I'm going to bring out a breach that when you back when you brought up.
Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 6.
Yeah.
Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
See, God said he abhors the bloody and deceitful man. And in the same breath, he'll tell us not to abhor an Edomite or an Egyptian. So that tells you what? A bloody and deceitful man is worse than them.
You said, what does it say that speak what?
That speak leasing.
That speak leasing. Go into the Strong's and look up that word.
All right,
That speak leasing, man. And I got to talk about some of those brothers and sisters that talk about Israel got to gather together, but they're individualized. That don't make sense. And then you want to go and get mad at IUIC because they're doing good. You're bringing people together. And you're not. You want to call them a Freemason. You want to call them men Masons. You want to call them men, they did a blood sacrifice on, what's that sister name? Joyce Morgan. They did another blood sacrifice from a brother that got shot by the cops in IUIC. Why? Why would them brothers do that and still say that they the Hebrew Israelites
Right.
and pissed off Esau just like they can? Why they just take a bag and just stop? Why? Why they still marching? Why they just be content with what they got?
Like, you think these brothers want to dress up in full purple uniforms and go out in that 90-degree weather and march
I
like
know,
that?
right.
They're doing it because they love their people. The same reason we go out there on that corner. And the same brothers we go out on the corner, the same brothers we go out there for make a lot of it.
Right.
Oh, H.O.I, they think they just go to Washington, D.C., who they think they is. You know what I'm saying? For real. And Most High says he don't like that.
Right.
So we're not naming no names, but for the brothers and individualites and brothers who hate on their brother and wonder why nothing's going right for them, wonder why the congregation's not growing, they don't have no fruit. That's why.
But you know what? I never understood that. Like even in Israel got their own little, their own little swag, their own little different things at each different camp. Like a lot of the One West camps, if you understood the history behind each camp and what branch they were from. I'm gonna give an example. IUIC, Nate was from Mount Zion, and they're real good with history of Mount Zion. I'm not gonna tell you what General Yohana was from, but that's their own little thing. Why would you be like, man, IUIC don't know the history of, so I'm gonna do better than them. I'm gonna do this, and then come out and do the same history lesson as them, and be like, yeah, I did it better. I'm like,
Right.
just. It's not about being covetous. It's not about being jealous. It's about doing your own thing. It's a diverse of operations in this truth. So much things to do in this truth.
Mm.
Then to follow and copycat another brother, you might as well join their camp.
Right.
Right. Might as well join their camp if you're going to do that. Right. Read that strong.
Come on. Out of the strong. HG577. Kazaa. A lie.
Kazaa. I knew it. Kazaa. A person that speaks lies. Right? So when a man is speaking lies, the Most High hates that. Remember that word kazaa in Hebrew is lie. It's a terrible thing to do. The Most High hates lies. That's what he said what the brother pulled out. A man that speaks lies, tongue that speaks lies. The brothers be sitting there. And the brother, like, come on, you talking about a brother that used to come from sleeping on trains in New York. And now he got a nice home and he got a child and he doing good. But the only thing you could think about is, oh, he used to shovel duty. That's the only thing. He had a job.
Right.
So like, it's like what the Sodomite said when he came to camp. He said, the only thing he could think about was, see, y'all gonna be here next week with the same shoes on.
Yeah, that's what he told me. You're going to be here with the same shoes on.
All the things you can say, you gonna hurt him with some shoes.
You see that? Like, you know what
And
it
we wear the
is?
same boots every
Yeah. Like,
We all wear the same boots.
like, and you know what? I don't even care.
Right.
It's
What are we
just a
supposed to
trip.
wear?
It's the same thing they did with Mashiach, though. You know, this nigga got people touching his fringes. He been healed. His fringes gold, and he walking around with his red swag. Why he in the temple talking to the family? Why he get to be over there?
Look, Israel going to hate you no matter
Go
what.
get some silk.
What they say about John the Baptist? They said John don't eat or drink. He got a devil. Then Christ
Right.
Christ come eating
and
and
drinking,
drinking.
you know what?
He a drunkard and a glutton. So it don't matter what the hell you do. You can have $1 billion in the bank, buy land from Jerusalem, and bring Israelites back, and they'll still be like, this nigga is wicked. You know? They still gonna be like that because Israel don't have an upright heart like they should. Them fringes and head wraps cannot show you to have an upright heart for your brother and your sister, man. Because I be seeing a lot of that in Israel, man. And the men are like women sometimes.
Men in Israel are worse than
It
a lot of the men in
it
Israel.
irritates. It's like y'all, like some brothers are afraid to tell a brother that he don't like him or he don't like what he did, he transgressed. You will go to another brother and be like, oh, I saw that brother do that, man. That brother wicked, man. Who told that brother to He's not gonna go to the brother. He's gonna go to everybody else. He's gonna, you see that man? You see that brother car over there?
Well, not because my fuck.
Yeah, you see that brother car over there, man? You see what he did? The way he did, brother. You don't know who parked over there? You don't know who parked there? I'm parked there, brother.
I'm here every week. I know this.
You know this. You tripping, man. You tripping just like you on his side. Nah, I ain't on his side. I didn't know, man. While the brother right over there, you could be like, yo, I give my spot, man.
Yeah.
But instead, Israel gonna go to somebody else, and it's not really a transgression, but they're gonna make it like it's one. They're gonna make it like it's one. I seen this YouTube drama and stuff. Like a dude, he gave a dude $20, right, for a job that he wasn't gonna pay him for anyway. He said, I do it for free. He said, I'll give you $20. Then he ended up giving the dude $50, and later he came out and made a whole video. This man only gave me $50 for when he wasn't going to give you money, and you offered that. So in my mind, I'm just like, this is unbelievable. Don't forget yourself.
This is book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye. Stop. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate from their company. So the Most High is saying, first off, before we go back to the prayer message, he's saying that you're blessed when they hate you anyway. That's what he says, okay? And you're blessed, kind of blessed when they separate you out of their company. You've been around a bunch of friends you know just didn't like you. You just know they didn't like you. You couldn't wait for them to get around you. The Most High says it's a blessing for them to separate you from their company. It's a blessing for them to say, don't come over here. That's a blessing. All right? And shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the sons of man's sake. So just like the Old Testament brothers didn't show evil, you were idol worship because you believe in Mashiach. You evil.
Right.
Y'all brothers is evil.
Right.
They will slay your name. They will they will take your name and copy and paste it on their page to slay your name. And that's a sin, according to the word of God. Okay? Rejoice, verse 23. He says, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. So when they hating on you, they on the corner talking about, are you down? You're supposed to be Christ. You're supposed to be happy, man. Your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets.
Yeah, I gotta say this one thing, man. Israel. When I was on that call, the brother that was accusing the elder, he act like he was the victim when we started pulling scriptures and cutting them up. He was like, why am I the bad guy? I just said that there were two bookers on the land. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Israel don't even know you. And Chief was on there like, brother, I don't even know who are you, brother? I don't even know who you are. It's Israelites you never met in your life that don't like you. That just don't. I read that Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 21.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 21. For then the blameless man made haste and stood forth to defend them, in bringing the shield of his proper ministry, even prayer.
Even what?
Even prayer.
So the blameless man, to be blameless, when you get to understand of blameless, a lot of the times, the forefathers that we had when it came to blameless and being blameless, because they sacrificed. Right? So now, we don't quit sacrificing. Our sacrifices are spiritual now. The spiritual sacrifices that we do, by offering up our bodies, by sending up prayers, and giving alms, the spiritual sacrifices that we give makes us perfect. Because at the end of the day, we still got to atone for the transgressions that we have. Right? It says, a upright man makes his, what does it say? Read that again.
And bringing the shield of his proper ministry.
Right, that's a part of the ministry of the priesthood of Melchizedek. That ministry, even that ministry of breaking the bread and drinking the wine in the name of Christ. That's the daily bread. Truthfully, that's something that the apostles had their followers and the congregants do daily. They did that daily. That's the daily bread that they're talking about. That gets into the doctrine of the apostles. For brothers that be like law, if you you are Messianic and you're not following the doctrine of the apostles, then you're not following Christ or the apostles' holy. Right? You can still keep the commandments, but you got to break that bread and that wine and know it's towards Christ. Even when you do it in the Passover, we're not doing it in the Passover not only for a memorial to the Passover when Moses led us out of Egypt, but that memorial for Christ. Right? So we got to remember that when we break the bread and wine and not make that lamb like it's a sacrifice. Right? Keep going.
And the propagation of incense.
And the what?
The propagation of incense.
In a propagation of incense. We got to bring up incense too. Frankincense and myrrh. Like I had times where I was struggling to get them incense lit. I was even hate them. Be like, what the hell? I had this lighting up at the end of this stick for like a couple of seconds now. them demons be hating them incense, man. The Most High give you, just like you need a shield, a helmet, and a sword, and a breastplate to go to war, you need prayers, alms, and a ministry to go to spiritual war, to protect yourself. Man. A lot of brothers and sisters be getting attacked because you gotta ask them, are they praying? Are they praying or are they doing the work and they offering up their body as a spiritual sacrifice? A lot of the women are forgiven because it lets you know in Genesis that the woman, what it says, the woman like she'll bring forth children and they'll take iniquity from her, something like that. No, you know what that is? The woman shall bear children. That's in Genesis, talking about Eve. Some of the women that's bringing forth children, especially a righteous son, that atones for a lot of sins that they've done in their life. So that's another way of somebody offering up their body for living sacrifice. Men, when you're going out there and preaching and waking up your people, and you sweating out there in the 90-degree weather because you a soldier of the Lord. You doing we got soldiers and priests. When you're on that line, you're a soldier and the speaker is a priest. You are offering up your body as a living sacrifice. You got it? No, it's like 2 or 3. It's like go give me Sirach 7 and 10. Got it? Yep. Bring it out.
This is Sirach, chapter 7, verse 10. Be not faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer, and neglect not to give alms.
So it says, be not what?
Be not faint-hearted when thou makest thy prayer, and neglect not to give alms.
And neglect not to give alms. Right? You can't neglect to do those things. You can't neglect to give alms and prayer. Because I have brothers in the camp before get upset and being like they don't feel like donating. They're afraid to donate. They don't want to donate. They don't feel like the money's going where it should be. But if you sinning and you're doing all this wickedness, that's on the person who's handling the alms. You need to give those alms and don't worry about it.
I go back to what we just said. Worried about what somebody else was worried about. Somebody else.
Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. You need to worry about what you're doing. You know, Chief just pulled up. You think Chief has been doing pull-ups? Matter of fact, we've been putting our own money into some of the pull-ups. Yeah, you gotta go to work. You gotta work, and then on the Shabbat day, the day you're supposed to rest, you're still going out and doing the work. And shout out to the brother. There was a brother on the comments that said, "Man, we gotta donate." The brother's working and they're going out and pushing the work. That's not how the priesthood works. That's not how it works. You think Christ was still being a carpenter after he was doing the ministry? You think Peter was still being a fisher after he was doing the ministry? No. They were getting on. People were actually heavily rocking with it. Right, drop that. Give me Sirach 37 and 15. So them alms, them prayers, and then offering up those spiritual sacrifices. Yeah, it requires that's in Galatians.
They require what?
No, I think it is. First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 22. First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 22. One of the four verses. Definitely know Paul said it. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. Book of First Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 22. For the Jews require a sign. All right. So let's go back into the donations. Israel want to see what they're doing.
Yeah, it was fine, kind of.
Yeah, Israel want to see what the hell we doing. Why are we giving these brothers money? That goes into play with also when somebody asks you, what are y'all doing with the money? You should be able to show them what you're doing with the money. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to invest in a suit because I know a suit is like a £3 money game. Put in $400, you can get $1,000. No, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? But now if you show me somebody that can validate it, be like, yo, brother, you know, with a person with a good name on their good report, you know what I'm saying? Then you might invest in that. So the same thing goes with, well, what are we doing? When we pull up in the pull-up sprinter band, Israel will see that here goes your son, brother, sister. You know, and we almost there. You know?
Yeah, Israel definitely requires time. It's like we was having just at camp yesterday. I was talking about every time I come out there, it's always so wicked. It's not like I can't take one Shabbat off. There's always some wickedness. There's always something crazy going on at camp. Always. One moment you have those cool and chill camps. It's still wicked out there. They buying and selling and smoking weed on the Shabbat. But they still, and then there's some days where it's just like 5 points is just a damn portal for demons. And they always will mess with us. Huh?
Sometimes we go out there and be like great or
Oh, yeah. Done. Like, give me Sirach 37 to 15.
Sirach, chapter 37, verse 15. And above all this praise to the Most High, that He will direct thy way in truth.
That he will what?
Direct thy way in truth.
Above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct your way in truth. You gotta sometimes get on your knees and pray and be like, Lord, I pray that you lead me the right way. I pray that you show me the right way to go. Because some brothers, they feel like they're already doing the right thing. They feel like they're good. Sometimes, most brothers feel like they're good. Brother smoking weed at camp. Talking about, I'm good, huh? Most time with me. Hold up with me, huh? Brother, all types of stuff. Brothers walking around saying that you don't gotta wear fringes. It's spiritual. But then they don't get down on their knees and pray like, Lord, is this the right understanding?
So Salaki, real quick, the first thing, read that from the top again.
Yeah, let's
Sirach 37, verse 15. And above all
Say
this,
that part again.
and above all
And above all things. Continue.
this, pray to the Most High,
She said, above all things you do, you need to pray to the Most High for what?
that He would direct thy way in truth.
That He'll direct your way in truth. That's what everything, man. That's what life in general. If you're not waking up the first thing in the morning, your first thought ain't, let me go pray to my God to make sure He lets me know what I need to do this morning, how I need from everywhere, from how I need to brush my teeth, to what I need to cook for breakfast. See what I'm saying? That's what sets us apart from other nations. They pray when they're in trouble. Or like you said, banks, like they pray when they want to hurt somebody. I'm gonna lose some booty. I'm gonna give $10,000 to the booty
The
priest to
Most
kill
High
the
be
shit.
like,
I'm
I
gonna
ain't.
hurt somebody.
Most High, what's I think that's in Ezekiel. He said, the Most High, I'm not hearing y'all. Y'all praying and fasting against each other.
Yeah, you praying for the-
Yeah, you gotta pray to the Most High, like above all things, that you know what to do and what is right and what is wrong. Because some of us don't. And sometimes I don't know, brothers too. Some brothers you be like, yo, and you read the scripture to them. Everybody else in the room understands that scripture, but the brother don't see it that way. And you be like, either it's a damn demon, or I don't know what, but the scriptures tell you, but only by praying and fasting some of those spirits go out. Man. You gotta pray.
Yeah, but Israel's like, we're gonna cut our message short. Chief here, we got his message coming up now.
I mean, if you still, I don't know what your topic is, but if you still going in on prayer,
Yeah, we don't pray.
you still got more scriptures.
No, we good.
Y'all got more scriptures. You know, y'all got out a lot. How long y'all been going for? I don't want to.
About an hour and a half.
I know Israel hungry. They like it's Sunday. I try not to be here too late. So,
We keep going.
yeah, I want to go on a couple scriptures, and it's basically the topic was. I'm not gonna go on everything. The topic was called "Real Brotherhood is Underrated and is Required."
Salakia. Aknavi, could you move to the side if you don't mind? Like this side right there. Move the fan. Yeah, so the camera can, so the chief can be on the camera. Yeah, you can sit right there. Just move it to the side. I got you, King. Okay. Oh, you good. Move the chair over
So this out.
Yeah, I'm mad at you.
You have to put that in the order of holy God.
Yeah,
But that was the topic. I got a lot of precepts because it's kind of long ones, but I'm gonna shorten it because I know it's Sunday. People got to work tomorrow. You know, it should be more people here, but this is part of beginning stages. We're supposed to be getting this place up and running, and hopefully get the whole thing right. Get the whole thing. So once we do that, then we can start promoting it. We can't promote it now. So we've been at a school, but we can't promote the school to the public until we officially ready to go. And we could clear out this and have more seating for the people. Gone. So once again, the topic is real brotherhood is underrated and is required. And it goes the same thing for sisterhood. Sisterhood is required. Sisterhood is necessary more on the strength of y'all the weaker vessels. The sisters are the weaker vessels. So you need sisters with the same mind frame and the same understanding and the same love for each other to be around each other because they go through a lot on their own. We different. We good with one brother around. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for sisters, especially like living in the South. If you're living unless you're living in the city, you can get out and walk and see people. But when you're isolated, and even the children, you need to be around more like-minded individuals, to keep your spirits up. Because it's hard out here. It's draining. So when you hear real brotherhood, don't think that sisterhood ain't a part of it. All right? Always got to include the sisters. We won't be nothing without the sisters. Take sisters to make a nation. All right? Let's go to Malachi 2, verse 10. See, this, what people don't understand about brotherhood is more than just getting together with a brother, cracking a beer open, go shoot some pool, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out with each other. Brotherhood is deeper than that. Brotherhood is not a carnal thing, but you can get into a little bit of physical, physical carnality love. Yo, that's my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and him always having a drink. It's cool to have a drink with your brother, but Be there for your brother in righteousness. Be there for your sister in righteousness. All right? Be there to check your brother when they go off. To check your sister when they go off. Because that's true love of the brotherhood and the sisterhood. Okay? Go ahead.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 10. Have we not all one Father?
Don't us brothers and sisters of Israel have one Father? Go ahead.
Have not one God created us?
One power. Go ahead.
Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother?
See? Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother? You got a lot of stuff happening in Israel now. You can see it. There's a lot of spirits going out, in and out of the nation. A lot of people got a covetous spirit, got an envy spirit. Oh, I wish I could teach like that, brother. Why he get all the views? Why are people watching him so much? Why that sister gotta wear that damn dress? That dress will look better on me. That hair wrap will look better on me. You got this stuff that goes on within the nation because we've been conditioned for over 400 years of that crab in the barrel syndrome. You know, and they tell us all the time, well, why you act like crabs in the barrel? First of all, crabs are not supposed to be in a barrel. So we was put in this condition because of our sins, and we got conditioned to live like this. You can't trust a brother. I seen a video recently where a cat, it was a TikTok, and the cat, he gave the dude a pound and everything. They shake hands, and they was talking. The dude was a little in front of him, and the dude just like you knew he knew him. He took a gun out and shot him in the back of the head. I don't know if y'all seen that video. So, yo, and it was a camera from a building that he got caught shooting the brother in the back of the head. But you sitting there, you give a man a pound, and you gotta know him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shooting the breeze, talking, da-da-da-da, and you shoot him in the back of the head. So the Most High said, well, right here, to intend to get that part, why do we deal what?
Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother?
Right. And sometimes it don't have to be in the physical that you kill your brother. Right. It's in the spirit. If you envy your brother and you wish the brother wrong, or you hate your brother in your heart and your spirit, the same thing goes for the sisters and children. Y'all not supposed to hate nobody in your nation. You can't hate him. Oh, I like the toy he was playing with. I want that toy. Oh, he got the PS4. I want the PS4. No. We got to teach y'all at a young age. Y'all not supposed to hate your brothers and hate your sisters. All right? Don't deal treacherously. Go ahead.
By profaning the covenant of our fathers.
Now, how you profane the covenant? By not keeping the law.
Yes.
This is how you break brotherhood. This is how you break sisterhood. By not keeping the law. Certain brothers and sisters are not going to like you because depending on if you check them and how you check them. See, humility in a check is always key. If you're going to check your brother and check your sister, certain things should be open rebuke, but according to the law, you have to go to them first. Now, if you do it in the midst of the congregation and around more people, then yes, we're going to call it all out like, yo, bro, what you doing? You done did all of that in front of all of us. Yeah, we all got something to say. But you got to go to your brother. Go to your sister. One-on-one. All right? Don't break the law. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 4:10, Bible Bishop. Ecclesiastes 4:10.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 10.
Start from the 9th verse.
Verse 9. 2 are better than 1.
Okay?
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right. Two heads are better than one. You have a good reward. If there's a room full of garbage and you got to clean out the whole room and you by yourself, wouldn't it get done quicker if you got another brother to help you or another sister to help you? get the work done quicker. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
That's what we're supposed to do. So when you check a brother for them going off, do it in humility. Because sometimes pride jumps in the way, and let me rephrase that. Lots of times pride jumps in the way. A lot of people don't want to be checked. A lot of people don't want to be checked, and they'll hold a grudge because you checked them. And they'll hold a grudge when you check them one-on-one when nobody was around. Like, how you holding a grudge? How you feel embarrassed? You be like, yo, brother, just change that, man. Don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? And oh, man, who the hell are you to check me? Who are you to say that about me? You just a man. You ain't the Most High. Then they quote the book of Tupac. Only God can judge me. You know what I'm saying? Only God can judge me. Who are you? You a man just like me. No, brother. We here to lift one up. Sisters is here to lift one up. Okay, go ahead.
Verse but woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Right, because you ain't got nobody to help you. You falling and you can't get up. Okay, go ahead.
For he hath not another to help him.
Right, you ain't got no help. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no. You ever heard that saying? Watch your front, I got your back. That's the way it's supposed to be. Watch your front. Your brother's supposed to have your back. Okay, the same goes for the sisters and the children. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have peace. But how can one be warm alone?
Right, now that can go so many different ways. But at the same time, you ever watch them a movie or something like that? You see people trapped on a cold island or something like that, and they be like, man, you gotta huddle up. You know what I'm saying? Cuddle up. Sometimes if it's two brothers, it might sound gay, but it's not. If it's life or death, yeah, bro, we gotta hold each other right now. You know what I'm saying? We in the middle of Alaska in an igloo, and nobody brought their coats. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. You know what I'm saying? We was getting chased by somebody, one of these nations, and we end up here. So yeah, bro, sorry, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta hug each other and get this heat up. But it could go many different ways, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 12. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him.
Right? Okay, one prevail against them, two shall withstand. Go ahead.
And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Right? And that to make it add on more brothers to that. You know what I'm saying? You as strong as your weakest link. You know, you got a weak link in the clique. Yeah, you got a mold. Got one that's always the leak in the ship. Everybody throwing the water off the ship, and he's sitting there plucking holes in the damn ship. You know, these are the spirits that it falls into the spirit of not brotherhood. It's not brotherhood. It's against the Most High. Give me Proverbs 6 and 19. Well, 6 and 16 first, and then we skip to the 19 verse real quick. I just had to add that one, just to show you what it goes into. Because this thing is deep, man. If you trying to divide brothers, divide and conquer, because you're bitter and you don't want to see this brother happy, and you want to make everybody against this brother or against this sister in everybody's ears. Was that the bell? In everybody's ears. You know what I'm saying?
Proverbs 6:16.
Come on.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things do Yahweh hate.
These 6 things do the Most High hate. So the Most High hate more than just Esau. People, the Most High hates you, and you always run to Esau. But watch what else the Most High hates. Go ahead.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
God. 7 are an abomination unto him. Shalom, shalom. Shalom. Kadash.
Hey,
Yeah, it don't matter where y'all say y'all one family. Ain't too many people here. All right, now drop to the 19th verse.
Verse 19. A false witness that speaketh lies.
A false witness that speaketh lies. Okay, go ahead.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
And he that soweth discord amongst brethren. Usually, a person that soweth discord amongst brethren, there's some type of bearing false witness in there. There's some type of false witness going in there. So now these things are what the Most High hates beyond Esau. You see what I'm saying? So yes, the Most High can hate your wicked ass.
If I can add on to that, for the camera, we didn't call Chief and let him know what the message was before he came. We had just brought that precept out, but I'm the same rhetoric you just did. So that showed you the Most High Spirit in that right there. So we was just bringing that out, and this man walks in and brings that precept out.
You know, and that's why I had to skip through it. But all when you read from 16 to the 19th, all of those things fall into breaking the brotherhood. A proud look. I don't like that, son. I don't like that, sister. Look at her hair wrap. My hair, I can wrap it better. My hair wrap better. Look, my fringes is better. Her fringes got a stain in it. Look. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Israel, and we all are guilty of stuff like that in the world. There were certain individuals that came into the truth that never had that spirit on them. But there was somebody in the world, when you was in the world, you're like, yo, I just don't like that person. You know what I'm saying? You never even met them. It's just their face. You're like, yo, I don't like them. They don't even have to be, they got something that you don't. It's just a spirit or a vibe. You know? Right. You know what I mean? But you never even tested the waters. You don't know what that person is about. So let's jump to 1 John 4 and 20. 1 John 4 and 20. So these things, man, it all breaks the brotherhood. It all breaks the sisterhood. And this is, especially right now, with the times we living in, you got white supremacists going against us. You got Karens calling the police on everybody. You got so many things happening. You know, this is the time we got to get together and get our stuff right. All right? Go ahead.
Book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother,
If a man say he loved the Most High, if the sister say she loved the Most High, and you hate your brother and hate your sister, go ahead.
he is a liar.
Right, you're a liar. Okay, that goes back into Proverbs 6 and 16, where it talks about a lying tongue. Okay, you breaking the brotherhood, you breaking the G code. The brother, they used to say, excuse me, bros before hoes. Now is, you know what I'm saying? Bros is the G code, man.
Right.
Sisters is the G code. How you supposed to not break? You supposed to keep your brother by keeping the law. Keep your sisterhood by keeping the law. Now, if a sister want to be wicked or a brother want to be wicked, now bro, you can't keep brotherhood with them. You can't be amongst them because that spirit won't come upon you. Oh, the sister. Oh, you know what? My husband, he went to teach on Friday night. He over there teaching by Hooters. So you know what? I'm gonna call the sisters and see if they want to go to the club because all the husbands is out teaching. So let's go to the club on Friday. No, that's a sister you stay far away from. A sister you stay far away from. You got brothers talking about let's go to the strip club. T-Pain in it. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm in love with a stripper. No. We can't congregate.
Right.
We can't hang, bro. It's a different vibe, different spirit. Okay, go ahead.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his neighbor, love his brother also.
Right, and that goes back. What that goes back to? That goes back to the beginning when the Most High said, "Thou thy brother's keeper." No.
Yeah, Cain and Abel.
Right.
Yeah.
Cain said, "Am I my brother's keeper?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be.
That's right.
You're supposed to be. Now you gotta watch because there's gonna be them brothers that come in and try to take advantage. Yo, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I borrow $50. Okay, cool, brother. All right. Next week, yo, you know what I'm saying? Things is crazy, man. You think I can borrow another $50? Okay, next following week. Now it's 3 weeks in a month now. You're like, you know, you ain't even got nothing to get back. You ain't got $5, $10 back. Yo, brother, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You got another $50? Like, this is, you got to watch people that take advantage of you. You can't take advantage of the situation. And they'll be, and then when you finally tell that individual no, now there's beef. Now there's drama. Or somebody that you lend money to, you know what I'm saying? They came to you humble when they needed it, but now when you asking them for it back, which according to scripture, you're not supposed to. According to law, you're not supposed to ask for money back because that shows the character in the individual. That shows you where that person stands with you and the Most High. Because if you know you lend a person $200 and they supposed to give it to you, and they just always around you, never say nothing, you know that person is got an off spirit.
Right.
If they never, yo, bro, I ain't got it this week, but I'm working on it.
Right.
They don't come with nothing, a story, nothing. Yeah, those are the ones you're supposed to mark. Okay, you got to mark them, and you don't mark them as divisive. You be like, yo, just not good with money, brother. You know what I'm saying? I can't lend you money. I can't lend you money, sister.
Right.
Okay, go to Hebrews 13:1. Y'all know this is the famous scripture.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. Okay, sisterhood, sisterly love continue. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Right. So you know that doesn't go. Let brotherly love continue just for brothers in the truth. You're supposed to show that love, and they supposed to see that light shine of the Mashiach, of the people in the world. You're supposed to shine your light upon the Gentiles. What Gentiles? Your brothers, your sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same with the other Gentiles. But first, your brothers and sisters. They supposed to see that change in you. You do not know somebody on the street that could be an angel that you're entertaining. And you done messed up in front of an angel. Now, in the day of judgment, you cursed out the brother because he bumped you by accident and he told you sorry. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say salaki in Hebrew. He said, yo, sorry, bro. Sorry, B. And you was just in a bad mood that day and you cursed him out. And not even cursed him out in the physical. You cursed him out in your mind.
Right.
You say, yo, man, yeah, whatever. And you keep it moving. You curse that man in your mind. Now, the Most High bring that back in their judgment like, yo, you know you cursed one of my angels. He bumped you because you didn't see that there was a car coming. And he saved your ass. And you stalled and that car just ate the curb up and you ain't even see it. Stuff like that happens, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3. Remember them that are in bonds.
Right, remember them that are in bonds. Don't forget about the brothers and sisters that's locked up. Continue to pray for your brothers and sisters that's locked in the beast, man. May the Most High take them out of that wherever they at and have them repent, man. May they have changed their lives and changed their ways and pray for those brothers and sisters. If you know some brothers and sisters in jail that ain't in jail for no craziness, now I'm not saying go support a child molester and rapist unless they repented.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody, send a package, man. Send a care package. If you know somebody locked up. Okay? Go ahead.
As as bound with them,
Right, as bound with them. Go ahead.
and them which suffer adversity.
Adversity.
Verse
Adversity.
Adversity.
Right. Okay. And them that suffer adversity. Pray for your brothers that's going through something physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. All the time. Pray that the Most High comfort them and make His presence felt in their lives, man. Because we need prayer. That's part of our ammunition. That's our hollow tips. People got full metal jackets to practice with. Those are the cheap bullets. Your spiritual bullets is that prayer, man. That's what you lock and load with. Okay, go ahead.
as being yourselves also in the body.
Right, as being yourselves also in the body. Okay, let's go to John 13 and 34. And you give me Proverbs 17 and 17. So we're gonna go through these quick. I thought I was gonna shorten it, but then we got good time. Yeah, read when you got it out.
John, the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another,
Right, that's the new commandment. Go ahead.
as I have loved you,
Right,
that ye also love one another.
right. So this is the commandment. You gotta love one another and love them the way the Most High and the Mashiach loved us. Willing to die for your brother, willing to die for your sister. Now, there's certain brothers that's not going to be on that level because they're faint-hearted. They got the spirit of a farmer. They got the spirit of a doctor. They don't have the warrior spirit. You see, y'all, when y'all come around, y'all part of the congregation. We that go on the streets is the military. Y'all the civilians. You understand? If y'all don't go out to teach, don't feel bad. That's not your spirit. We need people to take care of the children, people to take care of the farm, people to cook, people to do different things, become a doctor, a physician, deal with the sheep. We need people like that. That's what makes a nation. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
By this shall all men know that you're my disciples. By doing the work and showing the love for your brothers. Not talking crap about your brothers. Calling everybody. Got 5 dudes on the phone. Yo, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, these cats is crazy. You seen what the brother did? Yo, it's crazy. Like, brother, the brother was right in front of you. Why are you calling all these people? That's called gossiping. That's what, remember in Living Color? They used to have the girl, one of the Wayne sisters, she used to come out the window and say everybody gossip. She used to tell everybody's gossip. She knew everything that was going on in the hood. That's what brothers sound like when they do that. You calling 5, 6 brothers on the phone on a damn conference call, and everybody's got a brother's, for lack of better words, fringes on the side of their face. Like, bro, the fringes are not supposed to be up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why are you always talking about, why you always got this man name in your mouth? Why you always got this sister name in your mouth? You got to check yourself, man. You got to correct that. Go ahead. Proverbs 7:17.
It's Proverbs 7. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 17.
17.
This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times,
Right?
and a brother is born for adversity.
Right. So a brother, a friend gonna love you regardless. But a brother, you know what I'm saying, is one that's gonna go through it with you. Friend, you're like, oh man, you just going through something, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother gonna be like, nah, you know what? Instead of talking about brothers with 5 people on the line, you know what? Let's set up a prayer. Why that never happened? Brothers to talk about brothers, sisters to talk about sisters, but they can't pray about the brothers and sisters together. You got 5 people on the court, man. Say some prayers up. Right. But say some damn prayers. Pray for me instead of talking about me. I need all the prayers you can give up. We all do. Pray for my physical being, my spiritual being, my mental being, my financial being. Pray for that, man. We all need it. Okay, go ahead.
A man void of understanding, strike of hands.
A man void of understanding, strike of hands. Now, there's certain things that'll make you want to put hands on an individual, make you want to put hands on a sister, make you want to put hands on a brother. But when you do that, now your understanding, the void of understanding goes. Because if you become a striker of man, you can't enter into the kingdom. Moses struck a rock. He struck a rock, and he couldn't make it because he lost patience. He got frustrated. You understand? So, if you strike a brother, you've been talking about me. Now, it's a different thing if y'all both agree. Be like, yo, brother, you want to put some gloves on? Let's put some boxing gloves on. You've been talking crazy. I wouldn't suggest that, but you're not striking an individual. Y'all came to a conclusion and said, you know what, let's do that and get some heat off our chest. Right. But then that can be something that'll bite you in the behind later down the road, because if you hit a person, y'all sparring, and one brother is more nicer than the next brother, and you whop him, and then he hits his back of his head on a damn stone or the floor. Now you got a body on your hands. Now you just murdered your brother. That happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you void your understanding, your lack of understanding hits if you become a striker of man. That's why the scriptures say, be angry, but sin not. So you could be angry, don't hold no grudge, because that's a sin. But you could be angry. You know what I'm saying? H.O.I was angry. You can be angry, but don't sin. Okay? Go ahead.
And become of surety in the presence of his friend.
Right. Okay.
I wanted to go into that word surety, right? And it starts to make more sense. When it says surety, it means a thing, exchange, a pledge, or a token. So you ever seen like two Jakes fight and they knock out somebody's friend in front of them, and then all of a sudden his friend wanna be your friend? Right. That's what it's talking about. Right. So you see talking all that stuff, but he knocked you out.
Right. Get up, Craig.
Get up.
You see how he did that? 1 Peter 2:17.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 17. Honor all men.
What the Most High said?
Honor all men.
Honor all men, from the lowest rank to the top elder, from the children to the women to everything. Doors locked. You gotta honor all men. Okay, go ahead.
Love the brotherhood.
Love the what?
Love the brotherhood.
Go ahead.
Fear God.
Fear God. So now say honor all men, love the brotherhood, and you know what the fear of the Most High means, right? Keep His commandments. Okay, so keep the Most High's commandments. Go ahead.
Honor the king.
And who's the king? H.O.I. Okay, go ahead.
Servants. Be subject to your masters.
Go ahead.
With all fear.
Go ahead.
Not only to the good and gentle.
Right, not only to the good and gentle. Go ahead.
But also to the forward.
To the froward. Also to the evil ones. Right? Okay, not only to the good and gentle, not only to your brothers and sisters that have been laboring in this truth long, but even your masters at work, even your masters at school, because you step out of that void of understanding, and then you become a striker of hands. You don't like the way your boss talks to you, so you pound him out. You pound him out, and now you ain't got no job. And you wasn't in the job for 6 months, so you can't collect unemployment. Was that wisdom? No. So this is all wisdom here. Okay? And it's commandments. It's part of the commandments. Go ahead.
For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your fault?
Right. What glory is it? Now you ain't got no job, Craig. You got fired on your day off, Craig. Right. Fired on your day off, bro. Okay? Go ahead.
Ye shall take it patiently. But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with God.
When we skipped 19, didn't we?
Con.
Oh, God. Verse 19.
You lost me. I'm like, wait a minute.
For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience towards God endure grief.
Right. If your conscience is of the Most High, you got your Most High on your mind all the time. Okay? And you endure grief. Go ahead.
Suffering wrongfully.
Suffering wrongfully, even if you're being accused for stuff you never did. And that's going to happen. It's going to happen to us as a nation. They finna put you. This dude, Nick Cannon, got called anti-Semitic by saying we're the real Jews. Not by saying they're the phony ones. By saying we're the real ones, that means that's anti-Semitic. So imagine when this hammer come down and these prophecies really unfold. That's where you're going to have brothers tucking in their fringes, no wearing those Yeezys. They're going to come out with the doctrine harder. Well, we wearing the fringes in our heart.
I got to add on to what you just said. You know, something new happened in Nick Cannon thing. One of the rabbis that you were talking about taught him, I think it was H.O.I. and the rabbis taught him this. He taught a message on Sunday calling Ethiopians and black people monkeys. Just yesterday. No, not today. Yeah, the other day. Call them monkeys. Wow. And no one said nothing. This man referred on a sermon. He said that if a black child has two white parents, and then later on in the sermon he referred to that child as a monkey. He's like, so the parents got to go get the monkey off the tree. You see what I'm saying? But no, one person stood up and said that rabbi was racist, and one person stood up and said that rabbi was anti-melon, nothing.
Racist.
Nothing.
Like black people.
And see, that
the chief rabbi.
that's part of the curses. You know what I'm saying? They should be the head and we should be the tail. That's part of the curses. You can't say nothing. But that's why the Most High got the servants that's rising up now, that he's rising up to stand up for the people that can't speak. And to be honest, Nick Cannon, if he knew all of this, people like him with that much money and that much power are more powerful in the background. Like we said, we don't need, brother, everybody on the streets. That's what we're for. That's what we on the streets for. You can fund this truth and make us bring this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. With $1 million, you can have H.O.I. go to damn every continent and bring out the word. You know what I'm saying? And open up some schools probably in half the states. Definitely not New York and Cali because it's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? Buying land, building a community. That's what people like the superstars and celebrities should be doing. Fund the truth. That's what we need. We need funding. We don't need you dudes to come out and have us, yeah, we pulling up our sworn, yeah, he's standing up. And then he apologized the next day and everybody's like, what the hell? All the soldiers is, yeah, and then just womp womp. That's a hell of a spirit, man. Fund the truth. Put your money where your mouth is. If you really about this life. We need a school, damn it. We need land. Help us out, Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All these rappers and actors don't say nothing. You keep your jobs. We had people like that. Go to that. Nicodemus real quick. It's gonna be off topic real quick, but Nicodemus. It can't be H.O.I. The beginning. It was John 3. John 3 and 1. Yeah. You're going to have people like that in power, man. Got bread and all that. Just slow your roll, bro. Go ahead.
This is John chapter 3, verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
A what?
A ruler of the Jews.
He's a ruler of the Jews. He had power. Okay? Go ahead.
The same came to Christ by night and said unto him, Rabbi,
He came in and said, teacher, master. He knew his place. He knew who Yahushua was. Okay, go ahead.
He said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from God.
That's it. That's it. He came just to show you that he came to Yahushua. He knew who Yahushua was, but he did it on the low. He didn't come at the daytime. He had to come at nighttime. You see what I'm saying? And that was a ruler of the Jews. He had power. He had authority. But he couldn't lose that authority. And Yahushua ain't say, yo, just go out there and rebuke them because I command you to. No, Yahushua knew what he did. You got to have people like that in place. Just like we tell people, everybody, oh, he's a cop. That's a cop. We need cops in the nation. We need lawyers. We need doctors. That's just really a job. Now, if you sitting up there letting that badge go to your head, now you become part of the B system. But if you got a job for the police, you got a job for whoever. If you in the damn army, you shouldn't be. But if that's where you went to school for, if that's what you've been at before you came into the truth, so be it, man. Get your pension, leave after 20 years. Because that's when you get your pension.
I want to talk on this point. A lot of the police downtown, a lot of the metropolitan police, they know it. And they be looking out. Even the MARTA police, they know us. They be looking out. Right. Because Esau don't like us. I done seen the Edomite police be looking at us, but they don't do nothing. Because what? Jake be with us. I remember we pulled up at the freak meet. It was a Jake or it was a Simeon night. But he pulled up. It was like, man, I'm not going to lock it up because some white woman came and said y'all attacked her. We need brothers like that. We need brothers in positions like that because if we don't, we just keep having Esau on his damn knee. Right? So, yeah.
And we broke, man. We a broke nation. So if you making, I think he's making $10 million a year, Nick Cannon. You making $10 million a year from Viacom. Keep your job and fund the truth. Slow your roll. We'll speak for you. That's a bar, ain't it? All right. We'll speak for you, man.
I knew how to say it.
All right. We'll speak for you, brother. Don't worry about it. Go back to 2 Peter. Where we at 2 Peter?
Was that 19? For this,
20.
for what glory is it? If when ye be buffeted for your fault,
Right. Go ahead.
ye shall take it patiently.
And it's asking you gonna take it? Are you gonna take it patiently? Go ahead.
But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with God.
Right. And see, you're gonna have brothers that's gonna try to rule over you with an iron fist. You're gonna have brothers like that. That they're gonna let authority in the nation go to their head. Brother just got a rank. No, I'm gonna tell all these brothers what to do. Yeah, yeah. You know, and that happens. But see, the Most High use a power controlling freak like that to test you. Are you gonna break? Are you gonna bend? Are you gonna fold? You see? But the Most High got something for a control power freak like that. And a lot of people that they can't control the power that they get is because they didn't really have nothing like that in the world. It's different for a brother that been out there like that, dealing with those same type of dealings. Just like money. If a person never knew what money felt like, when he get it, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to act. You see that? Let Jake hit the lotto. All types of stuff in front of their lawn now. You're like, what the hell you need this for? Duke gotta buy a damn helicopter and don't got a pilot. Don't know how to fly it. I just want to buy it, I want that more.
Because of lucky. I seen like what it called, like strange. Like I forgot what it's like a UK, like it's on the UK channel for people who got strange stuff. I know that Borders is on it, right? But it was like people that get money, and like millionaires who got money, and then they went back broke. And there was this one white lady who had a huge yard, but she had like 30 or 60 freaking flamingos, fake flamingos in front of her. So like, what are you doing with all these fake flamingos? Like she had nothing to do with it. So when she had to sell them, nobody wanted them. So that's what the brother is talking about. Some of our people, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Some of our people, they haven't even had a good relationship with their own family, let alone people in the truth.
Right. And that's hard, especially we right now as Israelites all over the place. I don't care what tribe you're from. Somewhere down the line, there's broken. We come from broken homes, man. Whether it's if your father was around, but he wasn't. Whether your mother was around, but she wasn't. We all come from. We just learning how to love, man. We didn't know how to love. We were not taught how to love. We just learning this by keeping these commandments. Right. Now you see brothers and sisters like you be like, damn, they ain't trying to rob my crib. They ain't trying to jump in my bag when I turn around. You got people like that, man. You can't leave nothing around them. You like, yo, man, where my bag go? Right, you can't go to the bag. You gotta take everything with you. You go to book bag or luggage, you gotta take it with you. You know what I'm saying? We just learning how to love, man. We coming back. This is the generation coming back. And you can see it. People are keeping the laws, even from the littlest thing by wearing your fringes. Because that's a little thing in the eyes of the Most High. Wearing your fringes, wearing your skirts, wearing your hair wraps. You know what I'm saying? Those are little things. And that is being set apart. There is a spiritual thing to it, but then there's also a physical. When you see your brother down the street and you see fringes, yo, shalom, Bob. Shalom, sis. You see fringes. You see ZZs. You recognize your brother. That's the physical ID. Okay? That's what the Most High showed us and gave us so we can recognize each other. Back in the days when I first came into this truth, brothers wasn't wearing fringes like that. They only had fringes on their garments. It wasn't on shirts. So every time I used to see somebody on the train and they had a beard, I used to be like, is he Israel? I didn't know. Shalom, man. Like, okay, I guess you're not. You know what I'm saying? But I see the big beard, and that's what I used to go by. Nobody wore fringes like this. And this is that new generation. Okay? Go ahead. We're going to read to the 21st verse. We didn't finish that. Yeah, 21st.
Verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example.
Leaving us what?
An example.
Go ahead.
that ye should follow his steps.
This is the example. That's what Christ left. That's what the Mashiach Yahushua left. He left the example that no other prophet did. No other servant did. Even Moses jacked up. Moses did all of that and messed up at the end. Yahushua gave us the perfect blueprint. Okay? Let's go to Philippians 2:1. You got it, read it.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Christ,
Go ahead.
if any comfort of love,
And consolation is the same thing, comfort. Right? If there be any comfort in Yahushua, if there any be comfort in love, remember when you see love, man, and when you see love and fear, think of the commandments. Always get that into your mind. When you see love and fear in the scriptures, think of the commandments. Okay? So if any comfort for the commandments, go ahead.
if any fellowship of the Spirit,
Any fellowship of the Spirit, go ahead.
if any bowels and mercy,
Go ahead.
fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded,
Like-minded, go ahead.
having the same love,
Having the same love, okay? Having the same love for the commandments, go ahead.
being of one accord, of one mind.
Being of one accord and one mind. That's why what we building right now, believe it or not, the Most High is getting rid of a lot of dead weight in Israel. From our congregations to the whole nation. The Most High is getting rid of a lot of dead weight, a lot of weight that was causing issues, cancers, and all types of stuff, right? So what we building right now, we just, and through the Spirit, you know what I'm saying? I jumped with the van, you know what I'm saying? The pull-up boy thing. So off the rip, people gonna jump and say, look, a moth went to Atlanta and they got a school. No, the Most High used the Y. The Most High put the Spirit on that man to deal with this sister up in here and get to school. You know what I'm saying? So we all play a different part of the body. No, it's not just me. You got brothers in here donating to the band, to the school. But the Most High used this brother. The Most High used Shower Paw in different aspects. We are all part of it, but that's why we got to be on it. There should be no envy. There should be no strife. What one lacks, the other one picks up on. Your spiritual power, it ain't gonna be mine. And we got spiritual powers right now on a low level. And this is whatever's your strength is not mine. Whatever my strength is not yours. So there should be no jealousy and envy, man. We in this together. We all working for that same penny, man. For that same penny. Okay, so that's one thing we got to install in us. Because I've been in H.O.I. for going on not too long. Going on, I believe, 3 or 4 years. I'm not sure. My wife knows the numbers. I don't know the dates. I'm not good with dates. I barely remember my birthday. You know, so I've seen a lot of BS and a lot of splits, man. Y'all brothers that you seen splits too. Yeah. There's even more. They more low level, low key splits, but there's a lot of splits, man. Because you got brothers envy. You want brothers want to be the next man, the next big. Oh, I want to be priest. I can get the views too. They come around and camp for a little bit. They see how the feast days is working for a little bit, and then they start, and then they want to do their own thing instead of still getting that milk. And if you that powerful, why not stay and let's make it more powerful? We got more manpower. We got more sisters. Make it powerful where we A lot of brothers in H.O.I. can start their own camp. A lot of brothers, even young brothers. Brothers, because they know the scriptures. They can start their own camp right now if they want. But why not put all that power into one? It's like putting all the gunpowder and making a big bomb. Right? I know you looked at it and you said, what the hell are you talking about, a big bomb? That's
Well,
interesting.
I was just thinking about something on Minecraft.
Oh, yeah? Go ahead. Go ahead. No, let him speak.
It's like you can use gunpowder to make a bomb.
So that's what made your eyes glow when I said bomb, right? Gunpowder. Okay, all right. You know, all right. So, right, you want to put all of that to make it more powerful, right? Don't just you got a little bit of gunpowder now. You only got enough for a bullet. Nah, let's put your gunpowder and put it all in one thing. Now we got a bomb, right? Okay, go ahead.
Let nothing be done through